Hello everybody, I'm Larry and this is Blue. I know a lot of you seen him on some of the posts that we made on Facebook, Blue the bucking horse. And so I'm fixing to start the training on him to get that buck out of him, and I wanted to share it with you. So this is going to be a really great experience and video for you to watch with any horse. Now, I called Blue the bucking horse, but he's really not a bucking horse. I mean, he done a lot of things to try to get me out of the saddle, but you know, a bucking horse to me is one in a rodeo that he knows what he's doing. He knows he wants to get that rider off. But Blue, he was doing his bucking because of fear. It was just because of fear and not understanding. You know, his fear was he was afraid that he's going to die. You know, he was just very he was away from his buddy. You can see how here he's very buddy sire, and he was away from his buddy, and then he had a saddle strapped on him and a human on top of him, and I'm asking him to do something, and you know, he had to let it go. His adrenaline and anxiety got so high that he had to do something to get a release of that pressure, of that, you know, feeling inside of him that made him have that fear. So what I like to do with them is, when a horse bucks, it's, you know, it just kind of depends on the situation. You know, if you've got a young horse that you're starting out, then you're going to have lots of resistance throughout the body because, you know, we're not supposed to be, you know, they're supposed to be afraid of us and they're supposed to leave. So when we get on them, they're going to have a lot of resistance because they're, you know, they're nervous, they have a lot of fear, and so we're going to work these 5 areas. Now with Blue, he's an older horse, supposedly has been ridden before, and I'm not sure about that, but we're going to work on resistance because I want to build trust with Blue, and that's what we're lacking right now. That's one thing that caused that bucking experience with Blue, is because I just haven't built trust with him. So my focus is going to be, when I'm working with these areas of resistance throughout the body, that, you know, I want to look and watch the body language, and I don't want to miss anything, because everything he's going to be telling me I need to know. All right? And because it's going to tell me how much closer I'm getting to the trust that I need to be able to get on him again. Okay. All right. He's really busy right now, and you know, he's nervous, and he's wanting back over there. He's not used to being taken away from his buddy over there, and so I need to get his attention. Now, I can either start out with the backup or the disengagement. That's the 2 exercises that I would use in order to get a horse's attention. He's showing a little curiosity there. That's good. Okay, so I think I'm going to start out with the disengagement. Now, this is the area this is where all the power is. If this was a vehicle, this would be where the engine's at. And when a horse bucks or walks forward or backward or sideways or whatever, the power comes from the hindquarters. If a horse needs to protect himself, this is how he's going to protect himself. Okay? And he's going to protect himself either by getting the heck out of Dodge as quick as possible, and because they have so much speed and energy, or if he's kind of pinned up in an area, he's going to go to kicking or pawing with the front legs. So to really start building a lot of trust in my horse, I have to first get control of this right here. And that was one of the first things that started the bucking with him, because he was locked up. He was locked up here, and he was locked up in the shoulders. And when I tried to disengage him, after about the third time, he just, come unglued. He couldn't take it anymore. So we're going to build trust by disengaging, having this left inside leg cross the right outside leg. All right? Now I'm going to use body language also. Body language is extremely important, because right now, with me talking, it's foreign to him. He doesn't understand it. And if anything, it's going to frighten him. So the horse's language is body language. So I'm going to use some body language that's going to help us down the road for him to relax and feel more comfortable with a human around him. Okay. All right, now, first I'm holding my left hand right up here close to his neck. And I may have it like this, or I may lower it to here. But I'm going to use this hand. If Blue decides to come forward, then I'm going to use this hand to push towards the hips, okay, to stop the forward movement. The other reason I have it up here is if Blue decides to swing his head or something like that, and where I can block it, okay? I wanted to say, too, go back to the hindquarters. When he crosses when he crosses the right hind leg with the left leg, what that's that's the disengagement, okay? When I'm able to do that and Blue is starting to show me calmness and that he's relaxed and he feels comfortable with this, then that's telling me he's starting to trust me. I'm starting to get a lot of trust from him. Now, you'll see Blue or some horses, they'll yield, but they don't cross the legs, because they know if they cross their legs that they're in a dangerous position, that they're going to be supper tonight if a predator is around looking. So when they're like this, then that's more of a defensive position. In athletics, this is the stance in football, baseball, basketball. This is the stance you'll be in, and so that you can quickly move to one direction or the other. And now the horse uses that because of his survival state of mind. He's always in a survival state of mind, and he's always alert. Okay? All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now you can see right there how he's just kind of dragging that foot, and he's not wanting to cross it. Okay, he's not wanting to cross. So, but he did give me a yield from my body language. All right. Okay, now right here I'm asking, and you can see his head. He's more focused on what's going on over there instead of me. All right, so let's see if we can get his attention. Okay, now really quickly there, I was able to quickly get his attention. And now I've got it, and I'll only have it here for a little bit until he's going to start looking for his friend again. Now I'm going to ask, see if I can get something. Now right here, you can see how he's just not going to cross that leg. He's going to make sure that he is in a safe position. So now I'm going to ask, I'm going to add some pressure. There. That was a little bit better. He stretched that leg across there. Now, he's really tight throughout the body. And still, he's more concerned about over there than he is with me. Okay? Now, don't look at this as, your horse is messing up, or he's being stubborn or whatever. I need to know this. I need to know if he's more concerned about his buddies over there, than me. I want to get this to where he'll want to be with me as much as he will with them. And the way I do that is by building trust, and him trusting me and giving him that security. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now, we want to rub him, but you can still see he's really stiff, and he's just kind of dragging that leg here. Horses that have a lot of fear in them, they're going to occasionally move they're going to walk off, or they need to back up. Sometimes they'll back up, and that's the fear in them. That's their instinct saying, you know, I need to move my feet. So let's understand that, so that when a horse does this and he just keeps doing it with us, we don't get frustrated or anything like that. We just understand that this is something that the horse has to do. Okay? Now this time I'm going to add a little pressure. Okay? I increased the pressure because I wanted him to really come around and focus on me. You know, he'll look at me, and then he'll kind of blow me off. He's looking somewhere else. And here in just a little bit, it won't take much more, and old Blue's really going to stay connected with me. Okay? Like right now. Okay? That was pretty good. So that's kind of a test that you can do when you're working with your horse like this. If, like right there, he's looking away, and I'm just going to move here. Boy, he's like, oh, I better watch Larry. And then I'm going to go to the right. Now, I don't want him walking into me, so I'm going to keep this in my right hand, and I'll back him up when he comes into my space. Okay, good. Now, you know, because he was walking in, it's okay. I'm just mainly focused on this exercise on the hindquarters. When we start doing the backup, it will take care of this issue here. All right. Okay, good. Still stiffness, but I'm getting, you know, some connection from him. And that's good. That's good. You know, I'm not looking for perfections today. We're just taking this one step at a time. And let me tell you, when we start getting this trust in our horse, then everything's going to be a lot faster. The horse is going to become a lot more willing to do things for you because they trust you. Okay? You know, Blue's not my horse, but if I had him for another 10 years and I had issues somewhere, a horse is going to have a hiccup, you know, here and there. And I will always go back to the fundamentals, to my tools. It's going to be like, you know, those are going to be the tools I will always use to solve an issue or a problem with my horse. So you need to get in here and practice these tools, get it to where they become second nature for you. And okay, here we go. Let's finish this video on another disengagement. There. Okay, there you go. All right, we'll see you at the next one.